I'm just adjusting this a little bit here. There we go. Still crooked. Working on it. Ah, there. Okay. Now, um, I have a little treat for you guys. I learned how to make these cute little boxes out of designer series paper, little gift boxes. And I just wanted to show you out of one sheet of designer series paper, you can make 3 of these little boxes. I thought it was kind of fun, and I thought I'd be able to share it with you. It might be a little bit close, but let's see how it works. So I think I want to get up a little higher. Uh, let's see. And then up. There, that's a little bit better. All right, move it up there. Okay, so in order to do this, I learned this trick from Poodle's Papercraft, but I thought it was cute and I wanted to share it with you. And basically, you start by the 12 by with a 12 by 12 sheet of designer series paper. Now, in this case, I'm not so worried about switching sides, but if you wanted to be able to, like was done with this, she used the reverse side of the paper to create a different color box. You can do that just simply by choosing your designer series paper with 2 appropriate patterns. Now, with Valentine's Day coming up, I thought this would be a handy thing to learn. And on top of that, we're often looking for ways, whoops, there we go. We're often looking for ways to use up our designer series paper. Now, what I'm going to start with is I'm going to be doing some scoring. I've got to move this out of the way. All right, I don't know how that affects the live. We'll learn. We're learning. Okay, so we're going to score this at 1. Let me get lined up here. Okay, we're going to score it at 1. Okay. Make sure that's right. Yeah. Okay, we're going to score it at 1, and then at 5.5, which is over here. 5 1/2. Okay. And then we're going to move it further over. Now this paper cutter also has an extended arm. We're going to 6 1/2. Make sure I've got it lined up properly. It's a little harder because I'm working in a space. I usually pick a lower surface to work on, but there we go. 6 1/2, and then we're going to score it at 11, which works out to be like 1 inch less than the 12. So I'm just lining it up over on the opposite side of the bar on this side, and close the door and score. Now, what I've done is I've scored the whole sheet, and I'm going to be cutting it. I rotated my paper, and the scores are all going this way. I'm going to be cutting it into 3 pieces at the 4-inch mark. So we'll go 4 inches. Okay. Oh, I'm cutting this time. And then 4 inches again. All right. And that leaves the remaining 4-inch. Now for each of these, we're going to be scoring. We're going to score 1 inch at 1 inch. Okay. And then I can use this side again and do the 1 inch over here, or over here it comes up with a 3-inch mark, whichever way you're more comfortable with. Now this one is ready for me to work with. The same thing would be done with the other 2 pieces. Now what I'm doing is I'm simply going along and I'm folding on the score lines. And one more score. Okay. And then the 2 on the side, which are 1 inch apiece. Now let's see. I'm hoping you can see how I'm doing this. I've folded it on all the scores so that I can see them better. And then what's going to happen is we're going to do some cutting now. And what I'm doing is I'm taking and let's get the other light on. See if that helps. Oh, okay. Oh, and I see I have a wire in the way. Try that. Okay. You can see where the 2 score lines intersect. That's where I'm cutting, is right there. And then for ease of closing it together, I'm going to take a slight wedge out of this side and out of that side. Okay, so they fit a little bit better. I'm going to the middle scores, cutting the same way up to the score line, and then I take a little slice here and cutting this one. That extra light does help. I can see better. Okay, that's 2 more. And then down here, this last one on this side, I'm lining up and cutting, trimming a little bit and trimming a little bit off this side. Okay, this side is done. You can see where I've taken little slices off. I'm going to turn it around and do the same on the opposite side. Slice it, trim it, trim it. Okay, cut it, trim it, cut it, trim it. The last one. Okay, cut it, trim it, and a little trim over on this side too. All right, get all my parts and pieces out of here. Okay. Now, next trick is we're going to add glue. This is going to be the outside of my box. So to add the glue, it's a little bit better in this case. I often prefer liquid glue, but because we're putting pieces together, I'm going to use the tape runner because I don't have to worry about waiting for it to dry or it seeping out beyond where I want it to be. I'm putting just a little bit of the tape runner on each of the tabs. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm going to take this and I'm going to start at one end and I'm going to fold it. Let's see if I can do this so you can see it. I'm going to fold it up so that the right angles meet and they join in the corner. And do the same thing on the other side, folding it up. All right, angles meet. Okay, and then this one, I want to make sure I push them on the inside so they'll be in the right position. And then the same thing as I'm lining it up. And then when I have it in alignment, adding, just adding a little pressure when I get it in the proper spot. There. Let's go over here, lining it up. Okay. And then this top piece, lining it up. Okay. And lining it up. This one's eager to attach. Okay. And then you have your little box. Done. And I would simply repeat this with the other two pieces, and you have 3 little boxes ready to put a little treat in, surprise, whatever you like. That one didn't attach real well. Make sure it's attached. All right. There we go. And then you can embellishment as you like. With Valentine's Day coming up, I thought these little hearts might be fun. Or if you want to get fancier, you get, I know I have a lot of heart die cuts and stuff that I can cut. And we have a new kit coming out with the new catalog that'll be going live tomorrow. This was the Valentine's one. This has a lot of stamps, but it has the stamps that coordinate with a punch to punch these out. And you can put your little saying in there. Like I could say, Happy Valentine's Day, and then put it in this little one, or turn it this way and put it that way, whatever. Anyway, I know I have a lot of Valentine sets from the past, and I was just tapping into one of my favorites, which is the heart punch that had the bigger heart and the little heart, and I just have always turned to that because it was so nice. But this is from a die I had, and then there's the kind that you can just kind of die cut little hearts and place them on there however you like. Here's one that's already joined together. Just decorate it how you want. In the case of the one I showed you to begin with, I simply tied a little ribbon around it. I don't know how well this ribbon's going to show on the striped. There we go. But anyway, it's just whatever you have to decorate with. It makes a nice little gift for a friend. Anyway, that's what I'm sharing today. I needed to practice doing a video. You guys are my guinea pigs. I'm sorry. Anyway, hope you enjoy this. Take care. Let's see. I have to learn how to turn this off now too. And stream. There we go.